What's up, fans? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another anniversary review, or pretty much we're going to be celebrating, well, this year celebrates the 25th anniversary of the Blair Witch Project, a movie that scared the shit out of me when I was, a teenager, but I'll get to a little bit of my history with this movie. But yeah, this movie scared the shit out of me as well. Yeah, you can say a kid. And well, I want to talk about it. And today we're going to celebrate it this week here on the Javier channel. What the hell's wrong with me? Just coming up right now, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright guys, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action! Boom! Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you share with your friends, and also hit that bell for notifications because, well, it helps channel a lot. And if you're new here, welcome, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. And spoilers up ahead if you have not seen the movie. The Blair Witch Project is directed by Daniel Myrick, or Darren Myrick, hopefully I didn't butcher his name, and Eduardo Sanchez, and it stars, well, Heather Donahue, Joshua Leonard, and Michael Williams. So the story is of just 3 filmmakers go off into the woods to do a documentary on the Blair Witch, and basically on the town of in the woods of Burkestown, Maryland, formerly known as Blair. And well, they interview a couple of the locals and all that stuff, and they talk about, well, Rustin Parr and all that stuff. And we'll be here for hours if I talk about the lore of the Blair Witch. But they talk about Rustin Parr and all that stuff, and then they go into the woods, and well, you don't hear from them ever again. But the police uncovered the footage and all that stuff. And well, this is the movie that, well, they say that the movie tells you that what you're watching right now. So yeah, we have Heather, Mike, and Josh. They go off into the woods to do a documentary and learn about the Blair Witch, or maybe see if they can find the witch. And unfortunately, well, let's just say things, don't go to their favorable plan. So that is my plot synopsis of the film. Now let's get on to the review. I want to get into right into here, man. I gotta say, this movie, I would consider it a classic. This movie's not perfect sometimes. My only complaint is that there's a lot of, well, then again, it is real though, it is raw. But sometimes I feel like the bickering and the yelling at each other kind of goes like, all right, man, can you move the plot along? But then again, at the same time, I would take those criticisms back right now, because it's like, well, it's add this rawness to this movie. And I gotta say right off the bat here, my positives, and I want to get into my positives here. The acting is phenomenal here from these actors. We got Heather, we got Mike, and we got Josh. Everybody's acting like a person that you would know in real life. And the way they bicker and yell at each other is actually like conversations you would experience in real life. That's what I love about Eduardo Sanchez and Daniel. Almost got confused with the names, and Daniel Myrick. I like that they wanted a more rawness direction to it. So of course, if you learn about the making of it, they will just leave them little notes and all stuff in the woods and some food and all that stuff. And well, then the actors will kind of improvise and ad-lib some of the stuff, or I think they also had a script too with it, and they will go along with it. But yeah, we have all these 3 actors giving this awesome performance, and you really feel like you're right there. You get to know them, but you really feel their anxiety. You really feel with them just feeling dread and all that stuff. And Jesus Christ, and when the supernatural stuff happens, and when supernatural shit hits the fan, it freaking goes crazy. Well, it kind of leaves you up to interpretation. Well, now the sequel is kind of ruined that, but it kind of leaves you up to interpretation that is the Blair Witch even real? Because you don't really see her. But you know what? That's the one thing that I love about this movie. At first, when I was a kid seeing this for the first time, I was disappointed you don't get to see the witch. But then I appreciate that you don't see her, because, well, it's supernatural, man. It's crazy shit. But also it drives this mystery that did it really happen, or like is the Blair Witch even real? What if, like, is this a setup? I mean, I know I'm going with the film theory stuff, but this actually, he brought up a good point, is that what if it was all a setup by Mike and Josh to kill Heather? Or maybe it's just, or maybe there's a killer out there, like a copycat doing this stuff. I mean, who knows? But then again, a lot of this you could kind of see as a bit supernatural when, they can't even find a way out of the forest, which is crazy, until they find Rustin Parr's house, and well, that's when they all die. Spoiler alert. But yeah, but I gotta say, those last 10 to 15 minutes are some of the most terrifying things I've seen in cinema history. In cinema, well, I never seen this in the theaters. I rented this on DVD, but that really did scare the shit out of me, man. The last 10 to 15 minutes, man, that is scary. Just seeing Mike just up against the wall, face against the wall. That's how the witch would kill her victims. How she would kill the children. She would make someone face the wall while she kills the other one. And well, yeah, and then the camera drops and the movie ends there. That's just crazy. But again, that's another one thing I love about the acting, is that Heather is just awesome, man. They all do a great job, man. But then again, if I were to pick which one was my favorite, Heather, not because she's the protagonist, but performance is so good. She does that iconic, you know, I'm so sorry face up against that's been up against the camera, which has been parodied multiple times. But I love Heather's performance here, man. And she's just, she does a great job here, and she just steals the show for me. She's just so good at it. And I just like that the practical effects. Yeah, there's a lot of practical effects here with the stick man. That's creepy and effective too. And I like that. Well, it's just a bunch of just practical uses and done with just the directors and film and crew just breaking twigs, and they're on the night scenes when they're all like out there out of the tent and trying to listen to the noises. I just like that they're out there messing with the actors and just or just breaking twigs, all that stuff, and rocks, which is crazy, man. It really is crazy. I like that this movie's well practically done, and I also like that I don't mind found footage. Actually, like I remember I went through a phase where I hated found footage because it was kind of everywhere, sort of. But then again, I look back and appreciate it, especially with Shudder's documentary on found footage movies, which is amazing. I highly recommend. But man, this movie, the more I watch it, the more I just appreciate how just the small things are just so effective. You know, your imagination plays with you like that, and I really like that a lot. And the score, well, it doesn't have a score, but the end credit music, it chills me, man. This is something I think is scary movie music that I would like to put in that I like putting in the background because it's that creepy. Just imagine hearing that score on a surround sound speakers like my home theater, man. That is just freaky as hell. That is just freaky. Freaky. And the Blair Witch lore, man, that is just crazy. Especially, it's cool. You know what? Here what I would recommend. I would recommend you guys watch this. It's a fake documentary. Just watch, but it's done for the marketing. It's called The Curse of the Blair Witch, where they go into the lore and all that stuff. And the movie, I like how the documentary ends with you now go see the new movie that's coming out this theater. I like that it ends in this huge, I'm getting even chills talking about this huge, you know, this message at the end that the police will, their final moments will be shown at this in theaters this time. Go end up known as it's gonna come out. Go see their final moments in theaters this fall or summer, which is crazy, man. That's crazy. I haven't watched that documentary in a while, man. But this is a good one. But I think the only way to watch that documentary, I think you have to buy the film. So. Yeah, but man, and speaking of buying, man, and you know, I'm not gonna get the second site release, but I'm just excited to like, you know, a US release of the new restoration they put out. So that's cool, man. That is awesome. But yeah, no, I mean, not much I can say. It's just more of a movie that you what would I say? It's a movie that is just so terrifying and just creepy, and it gets pretty tense. I just get afraid. Well, not when I first saw it, I got more and more afraid the more the movie goes on because things are just escalating quickly. When it's just like you think it's slowing down, but no, it's gonna escalate. And I like that. It's kind of, at the same time, well, I like to say this movie's a slow burn, and I love stuff like that. So yeah, man, I think this movie's a classic in my opinion. So yeah, with that, I would give the Blair Witch Project a perfect 5 out of 5. Yeah, because why not, man? Despite some of its issues and all that stuff, but not really. I don't really. Yeah, my only issue is that sometimes the bickering can be a bit too annoying. But other than that, I really, at the same time, appreciate that. I just love this movie. It freaked me out, and in a way, it kind of still does, even though I know it's fake. I believe that it was real when I first saw it. So yeah, my history with that is that I remember I was born in the mid '90s, and I remember. I was like a 4 or 5 year old kid remembering the marketing somehow. I barely remember my taller years aside from, actually I remember like my first step somehow. But I remember the Star Wars Episode 1 marketing. I remember those commercials, but I remember seeing that commercial. It'll just be creepy, ominous. And my mom would watch Univision and Telemundo and all that stuff. But they will in the Hispanic channels, they'll still play a commercial of that. And it always ends with Heather, you know, looking at the camera. And it just fades, and it just says the Blair Witch Project. I remember the marketing, and it freaked me out as a kid. It really freaked me out as a kid. And when I was a teenager, I was a freshman in high school when, you know, I started renting, because I used to rent videos off of my independent like video store in my town. But once I got my Blockbuster card, me and my friends and my sister, we started renting DVDs. And one of the first few titles we rented from when we got our Blockbuster card was the Blair Witch Project. And right after we saw the movie, though, because I don't know if it was real or not, but once we saw the movie, I saw the documentary, The Curse of the Blair Witch, and it made me feel like it was real. So I had trouble sleeping and all that stuff. So that's just crazy, man. This movie did freak me out. And now that I know it's fully fake, I can ease down, but the movie's still freaky to watch sometimes. This is me though, and I do highly recommend the Adam Wingard sequel. Honestly, I remember not liking it in theaters, but when I bought the Blu-ray, I kind of appreciated it a bit more and more. And Book of Shadows, oh, I'll talk about it someday. And before I wrap up this video, I want to just show off my small physical media collection. So first things first, the DVD. Yeah, this is kind of this is not the exact same, but I bought this for like $3 or $5 brand new off FYE at my local mall when we had it. Here's the spine, and the back freaked me out as a kid because I would have looked at the VHS from my local video store before Blockbuster. I would see this image and I thought this was the witch, but either way, or just a creature, and it just freaked me out as a kid. Like, it really did. And here's the DVD. But yeah, this is the DVD, the artisan DVD that, you know, that got me into the movie. And we got here the Lionsgate Blu-ray, which is pretty nice Blu-ray. I gotta say, it has a lot more bonus features here. It has the more alternate endings and all that stuff. And I think the Blair Witch Legacy. Let me see. No, yeah, I think the Blair Witch Legacy. It's I think it's only on here, and I forgot what it is. I didn't get a chance to see it. So yeah, and here's the disc and all that stuff, and you also get a digital code with it. But hopefully I'll get a chance to look at the new restoration of this movie. So yeah, that is my physical media collection of the Blair Witch Project. Man, maybe later now that I'm done recording this, I could probably sit down and watch it again, man. It's a movie that I love and love the more I watch it, man. This movie actually kind of, in a way, kind of means a lot to me. I have a huge nostalgia and fondness for this movie and the Paranormal Activity movies. So that is my 25th anniversary, or just by anniversary review of the Blair Witch Project. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. So let me know down in the comment section down below. Have you guys seen the Blair Witch Project? What you guys think of it? I would love to know. Please let me know down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions on it. So this is Javi from JAVIWOOD Productions signing off, and hope you guys enjoyed the show.